You won't believe this. Where I am right now, outside of Worcester, Massachusetts, we are going to hit a high of 52 degrees on this beautiful Thursday. It's always beautiful when we have baseball and when we have another episode of Red Sox Now. I'm your host, Mike Antonellis. Please, could you subscribe, like, and we love the comments. We will answer those comments for you, and you can follow me on all of my social media channels at the Radio Mike. And if you actually have the Nesson package, I will be on TV tonight when the Woo Sox take on the Columbus Clippers. That game will be on Nesson Plus. The Red Sox are playing a day game, and the Red Sox are trying to salvage the homestand. Who would have thought? I say this a lot. Baseball will certainly humble you after that series against the Cardinals. I thought this is a no-doubt homestand win. Now the Red Sox are 3-3 on the homestand, and they must win today. And this is what you want. I talked about this on Wednesday. You want these homestand wins, and they need to beat the Blue Jays to secure that homestand victory after sweeping the Cardinals. I mean, it's really been do or die for the Red Sox. Losing a few, winning 5 in a row. Now they've lost 3. And really last night, situationally, you go 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Was Toronto that much better? No, they were 1 for 9. But they just did a little bit more, a teensy bit more in a 2-1 victory. The Blue Jays getting that run, of course, in the top of the 11th inning. Bo Bichette with the RBI. The Red Sox, their highlights. Devers had 2 more hits. He's up to 265. He's got 5 doubles. And how about that? We've just completely forgotten about the Devers struggles. The fire Pete Fatsi. What else? It's the DH stuff. All of that stuff is gone. It only took a few days for that stuff to just slip away. Christian Campbell looked good in center, had a hit. I know he struck out 3 times. The Red Sox will get to that. A lot of strikeouts last night. Tanner Houck looked terrific. The bullpen was great. The run that they gave up is unearned because the ghost runner, as Dave O'Brien calls it, and I like that, is an unearned run. So the bullpen went the final 4 1/3 on 1 hit, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. And you lost the game. How about that? Gosman was great for Toronto. Man, is he good. 8 innings. He gave up an unearned run and struck out 10 and did not have a single walk in the game. Hoffman and Sandlin. Blue Jays team is pretty good. It's a good pitching staff. They could surprise some people this year. I really like the club that they have built. And, again, it's early, but they address some needs, and they've really brought in some pretty good pitchers. I think they've done a good job of that over the years. Addressing the pitching needs. Speaking of that, I love this. I really do. Now, I do think baseball early in the year does look funky, and it is a combination of the weather. It's a combination of guys just not incomplete reps. Old pitching coach of mine, who I, to this day, dearly love, Mike Cather, used to tell me that true baseball, especially in the minor leagues, does not happen for a bit because once the starting pitchers are completely stretched out, then you're not going to your bullpen a lot. I think we've seen early in the year, though, Alex Cora has stretched some of these guys out. But we'll see even more bullets thrown from the starting pitchers. But Trevor Story addressing this, and, because this is coming up, the weather, and the Red Sox even debated. Sam Kennedy talked about this on the Nesson pregame show last night. They thought about potentially postponing the game a couple nights ago when it was the 3rd coldest first pitch ever at Fenway. Story, though, it's tough, quotes, but both teams are playing under the same conditions. Story told reporters per The Athletic, it's one of those games, doesn't matter how you get it done. It might be dirty, it might be nasty, but got to find a way to get it done, and we just didn't do that tonight. And I really agree with Trevor Story on that. And this was the thing, this really plagued the Red Sox last year, and you could hear the frustrations through the voice of Dave O'Brien last night. There is an analytics side that says that strikeouts don't matter. That it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't disagree with analytics, but it makes no sense to say that strikeouts don't matter. They do. And maybe sometimes you can get away with it. I don't care what the data says. When you're playing on a cold night, when you're playing against good pitching, you have got to try to manufacture runs. And 14 strikeouts out of 35 at-bats is not acceptable. And the Red Sox know that. Alex Cora knows that. But they are striking out at an alarming rate. And that's something Blue Jays struck out 4 times. but you don't move runners over. You can make outs in this game and still score runs. That's what the Blue Jays did in the 11th. But 14 strikeouts is way too much. And errors, too. Red Sox committed no errors last night. It looked like there was one on Bregman, which they took away. But there was the situational. And I do question a couple of moves that Alex Cora made. He had a chance with David Hamilton to bunt twice, and I thought that was interesting he didn't do that, especially in the 11th. Will Middlebrook said, I mean, why wouldn't you want to play for the tie and reset this thing? And maybe there's some bullpen stuff, and maybe you like the matchup. But David Hamilton, with his speed, a bunt, he could leg it out for a hit. I thought there were 2 times there the Red Sox should have played some old school baseball, decided not to. But certainly the strikeouts are something that I think everybody knows that have to stop. All right, here's some good news, by the way. Lucas Giolito is back on the mound. He was scheduled to pitch Tuesday for the Worcester Red Sox, but their game was postponed due to inclement weather, and it would have been, I looked, by the way, because that's what I do. When broadcasters, we think we know the weather. We think we're meteorologists, but I did look. And Tuesday night, 6:05 was the scheduled first pitch. It would have been 30 degrees in Worcester with winds gusting at 30 miles per hour, making the wind chill in the 20s. A good decision. I know the Red Sox played a little bit different business, different crowd at times, and much more windier here in they call it the Seven Hills in Central Mass. So the Red Sox had Giolito pitch on Wednesday in Game 2 of their doubleheader, which the Woo Sox won. But the important thing is that Lucas Giolito came out of it good. He felt good. He went 3 1/3, 3 hits, a run. He walked 3, struck out 3, threw 64 pitches, 34 were strikes. Jen McCaffrey at The Athletic said this is pretty much spring training for these guys. So she thinks they're going to probably get 4 or 5 starts. Brian Bayo is scheduled to pitch on Friday for Worcester. That would be his 3rd. So we could see maybe 4 or 5 starts for each guy, as the Red Sox have 3 starting pitchers on the injured list. Another, I have to say this. I cannot hold back. Lucas Giolito is from the Hollywood area. His family, very involved in Hollywood. Lucas Giolito plays MLB The Show, so, I mean, I love the guy. His grandfather, if you watch Seinfeld, and George's fiancée, Susan, her dad, Mr. Ross, that's Lucas Giolito's grandfather, a terrific actor. And that's great stuff. I'm sure he's not heard that a time or two with that show exploding. So the Red Sox will reset, and they will play a day game today at Fenway Park. That game starts at 4:10. It's a travel day. The Sox will be in Chicago on Friday. Walker Buehler, 1-1 with an 8.68 ERA. Another tough matchup. Chris Bassett is the 4 starter for the Blue Jays, 1-0 with a .7 ERA over 2 starts with 16 strikeouts to start his season. Rafael Devers has hit 5 home runs, by the way, against Bassett in 14 at-bats. Alex Bregman's hit 3. Abreu's hit 2. But you like that Devers-Bassett matchup as the Red Sox try to salvage their homestand today. We're not salvaging this program. We love it. It's Red Sox Now. I'm Mike Antonellis. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and we will get back to you. Make sure to follow me on all of my social media channels at Radio Mike, and a big thanks to the Gang of Fan Arch for providing this platform. Thanks for watching Red Sox Now on YouTube. Have yourself a great Thursday.